Good evening. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Drag Queen Storytime After Dark. Hope you all had a good day. If you're ready for a little bedtime story or stories, they're on their way. As always, they're best viewed with a glass of wine or a cocktail or a shot or all of the above. Hi, Diva. Hey, Bobby. I'm glad you had a good day. Feel free to share my video to get some more people in here. I've got 3 very exciting books to read to you. We're going to start with a classic called Do You Want to Play with My Balls? A nice story. I'm going to read a brand new book to you, which some have said might be inappropriate compared to the times we're living in, but fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. Hi, Larry Baker. And then I'm going to be ending with another classic that's been a fan favorite. I want to let you know that I've been selling some t-shirts all month, and there are 2 days left for you to order those t-shirts if you are so inclined. The money that I'm making off the t-shirts is helping me pay some bills because I haven't worked since March 14th. So if you're able to buy a t-shirt, I appreciate it so much. Also, if you are able to, my Cash App and my Venmo is scrolling along the bottom right here. The link for the t-shirts is also in there. Just to let you know, anyone that sends increments of $5 to my Cash App or my Venmo will be entered into a prize raffle drawing. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Aaron, these books came from my friend George Wallace at the Orlando LGBTQ Plus Center. This was going to be one of our big Fringe shows, but Fringe has been canceled, so I'm doing my portion here online. Thank you, Brett. Asshole. I hope everyone has a cocktail or a glass of wine or a shot. I'm gonna I'll pour myself a little glass of wine too. Shout out once again to the Gallo family vineyards. I tagged you all on Facebook looking for a little sponsorship, but I haven't heard anything yet. So y'all pray for me. That's one sensible bottle of wine. Just a half a bottle, 1 glass, serving size. Drink responsibly, whatever. Ah, nice. Nice little apple flavor. Okay. So, boys and girls, I want you to turn the lights down low or not. Cuddle up on the couch or not. Completely up to you. I don't know what you're doing. But we're going to go ahead and get things started. Right now, I'm going to read a delightful little book written by the Cafaldi brothers, illustrated by Santiago Elizalde, called Do You Want to Play with My Balls? Let's see what this is all about. Hey, Louie, do you want to play with my balls? Sure, Chuck. I can hold your ball sack so it won't drag on the ground. Wow, your balls are so big. I can't even fit them in my mouth. My mom's always yelling, Louie, get those balls out of your mouth before you choke. You know that mean girl, Sally? She squeezed my balls so hard that they look funny. Yeah, well, when I play with Sally, I always end up with blue balls. Billy Johnson made Sally cry last week. Now that kid's got balls. Not anymore. Yesterday, Sally kicked Billy's balls so hard that he lost one. Look, Louie, your dog is licking my balls. Let's roll them on Sparky's fur. Girls hate hairy balls. You know, Chuck, if we show Sally our hairy balls, she'll scream for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like Sally. I wish she would just play nice with my balls. Yeah, me too. Hey, Sally, you want to play with our balls? Sure, but only if I can play with both of your balls at the same time. The end. Sally loves playing with balls. Oh my God. I know lots of people that love playing with balls too, but their name's not Sally. Hi, David. Do you want to play with my balls? Do any of you boys and girls out there have balls so big that you're afraid that someone's going to choke on them? Those must be really big balls. Anita. Yep, it's you. You're Sally. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Do You Want to Play with My Balls? A delightful little book. I feel very like reading Rainbow. Remember when the kids used to review the books? This book had everything. It had balls, it had boys, it had girls that wanted to play with multiple sets of balls, it had dogs licking your balls. It was a roller coaster of emotions, and I approve. 4 stars for Do You Want to Play with My Balls? All right, now we're going to read a book that I haven't read before because some people told me that it might be inappropriate. But it's a children's book, so it can't be that bad. This is a book, and they told me that it might be inappropriate because of the times that we're living in. But you know what? Laughter is the best medicine, so hopefully this will work. But this book is called All My Friends Are Dead. This is written by Avery Monson and Jory John. All my friends are dead. Look, it's a little dinosaur. And it's true. All of his friends are dead. All right, here we go. All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead. The dodo bird. Most of my friends are dead. Little old man. What? Oh. Now all my friends are dead. Oh, his last friend died. That's sad. All my friends are end tables. I was never friends with that guy. That end table was very Mariah Carey said, I don't know her. Dang it. All my friends are hoaxes. The abominable snowman. I sort of resent that. Look, it's a man pretending to be the Loch Ness monster. All my friends are undead. Scary little zombie. All my friends are bread. I have 3,284 friends. I've just never met any of them face to face. All my friends are Phil. Thanks, Doug. The only ship we need is a friendship. Huh, Phil? Face palm. Doug doesn't like puns. Friendship. All my friends are obsolete. My only friend has recently gone missing. Oh. Hey there, little fella. Will you be my friend? I'd rather not. Carlos told me you've got mono. This is my worst day. All my friends expired on Tuesday. All my friends have scurvy. Yar. All my friends are terrified. I've already made 2 children cry today. All my friends are so last season. All my friends are dummies. All my friends are puddles. All my friends are Kentucky Fried. All your friends are delicious. Please stop buying my friends if you're just going to slowly kill them. All my friends are followers. Where are we going? None of my friends will speak to me. All of my friends will be dead within 24 hours. This job makes me feel so alive. Howdy. Sometimes I feel alone. Some days are long and hard. But when I look out into the world, I am struck by the impossible beauty of it all. Those billions of magnificent accidents that led us to where we are today, that led us to paper planes and nautilus shells and the tiny crooked smiles of children. When I think about all the small perfections of the world, I have faith that my time will come. I have faith that someday a warm light will flood over me and I will find peace. Uh-oh. I'm still not your friend. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a nice little book called All My Friends Are Dead. Inappropriate? I don't think so. I just think it's a nice little reality wrapped up in a cute little book. Remember, story time is best if you have a cocktail or a beer. I've got a glass of wine. Cheers, everyone. Since there's some of you in here, have any of your friends played with your balls recently? Are any of your friends dead? I hope so, and I hope not. But you know, it happens. Remember, if all your friends are dead, it's very easy to make new friends. You can just go to any bar or nightclub and, oh wait. I'm your friend. You know who one of my best friends is? Wine. It's gotten me through some of these very dark times. Wine and I have become very close, and I didn't even know the Wine beforehand, but since I'm currently on a wine budget, we've become very good friends. Look, and that friend's gone, but luckily, there's always a friend right around the corner. Hello, friend. I've been waiting to get to talk to you. Oh, will it all fit? It fits. Serving size, 2 glasses, which is that. Cheers again. Delicious. Before we move on to our next book, boys and girls, I wanted to let you know that coming up on Thursday, I've got the Quarantined Quiz Show from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's absolutely free to play. I've got some incredible prizes to give away thanks to Scott Benson, the Orlando 2020 Wave Award winner for Orlando's favorite realtor, and my friends over at Impulse Group Orlando. I also, on Saturday, my friend, the great Adini, will be telling some fortunes. He likes to get in a fortune teller drag and get into the wine and the spirits a little bit so he can talk to spirits and give you life advice. Because who doesn't trust someone broadcasting from their phone in front of a piece of fabric in a drag room with life advice? What could possibly go wrong? Also would like to let you know, just to remind you, I've got 2 days left in my t-shirt sale. The link is scrolling down below. Also, anyone that donates an increment of $5 for tonight's stories, then I will put you in the drawing for my prize raffle giveaway. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Andy, who's here watching right now, was one of our grand prize winners last week. He got a $50 gift certificate to Grubhub. We also gave away, to my friend Randy, we gave away a video game system, a retro gaming system with 400 games in it. So I literally have thousands of dollars worth of prizes to give away. and they could be yours. I've got sex toys, I've got t-shirts, I've got gift cards, I've got drink tickets to bars around town, I've got keychains, I've got calendars, I've got Andrew Christian swag, I've got, you name it, I've got it. And I would like to give it to you. And that sounds like a terrible thing to say in these virus-stricken times, but fuck it. The wine, that's clearly the wine has kicked in a little bit. And if you're offended, fuck off. We've got time for a couple more stories, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're going to get into a classic. I read it a couple weeks ago, but it was an instant hit. This is one of my favorites. Brenda's beaver needs a barber. Let's see what Brenda and her beaver are getting up to. Brenda has a beaver, and she's ready to confess. As soft and sweet as it may be, her beaver is a mess. Brenda's beaver's big. Brenda's beaver's hairy. Every guy who's seen it says that Brenda's beaver's scary. Brenda took her beaver for a swim down at the lake. By the looks that she received, she figured that was a mistake. She stuffed that furry mound into a swimming suit. It stuck out all around. It was anything but cute. That's a hairy beaver. Some who saw it laughed. Others were just stunned. Brenda's beaver was hanging out, soaking up the sun. Her friends could not believe her. They said, "We need to talk." They covered up her beaver and they took her for a walk. "Brenda dear, listen here. We want to help you out. Your beaver needs a makeover. It really needs it now." It looks to me like this lady right here is really familiar with beavers. I'd say that she's probably a beaver expert. "I hope we don't seem pushy," said her biker friend named Kim. "Your beaver is too bushy. We just think it needs a trim." Savannah pulled her beaver back to show off what she'd done. Hers has a nice long landing patch. It looks like it'd be fun. Chrissy's beaver is quite rare. It could be worth $1 million. Hers is bare. It has no hair. Her beaver is Brazilian. A beaver with no hair. That's crazy. Catherine let her beaver loose. She said, "There's nothing to it. Grab some clippers and a can of mousse. We'll show you how to do it." Kim produced some scissors and Chrissy had some wax. Now all that Brenda had to do was sit back and relax. As they came towards her beaver, they said, "Now don't be scared. We're going to see what's underneath that frumpy pile of hair." It ended in just minutes. They didn't leave her much. When Brenda's friends were finished, she and her beaver blushed. Her beaver was so tiny, they could not believe their eyes. It was smooth and it was shiny. It was hard to recognize. Now, Brenda is so proud. It seems like every time we see her, she's in the center of a crowd just showing off her beaver. Silly beaver. That was one of my favorite books. Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. Have you enjoyed the story so far this evening, kids? Which one was your favorite so far? Did you like Would You Like to Play with My Balls? Did you like All My Friends Are Dead? Or did you like hearing about Brenda's hairy beaver? I've never been up close and personal with a beaver because most of them are really hairy and they kind of scare me. No judgment if any one of you have been up close and personal with a beaver. It's just not my thing. I have been on the playground and played with lots of people's balls before, though, for sure. You could say that I have the perfect size hands for handling balls. And lots of my friends are here right now. So not all of my friends are dead, just some of them. Franklin likes the balls. Jerry likes the balls. Jeff likes the balls. All you boys love playing with balls. That's nice. You know, it's healthy to have a nice, friendly hobby. And normally, if you play with other boys and you get to play with their balls, you become quick friends. Sometimes you don't even need to know someone's name to play with their balls. It's a bonding experience. Cheers. I can't believe that we've read 3 whole stories already. Should we read another one? I'll let you all pick. We can read Spank the Monkey Lends a Hand. We could read Come Swing with Us, or we can read Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth. So if you would like to hear about Spank the Monkey, you can just type monkey. If you'd like to hear about fun on the playground, Come Swing with Us, type swing. And if you'd like to hear about Tony's Nuts, you can type in nuts. So monkey, swing, or nuts. You all get to pick our last story. Bobby wants to hear all about Tony's nuts. You know, I've heard that Bobby loves the taste of nuts. Jerry wants to hear about Tony's nuts. I think Tony's nuts is going to be the winner. All right, let me go get the book about Tony's nuts, and then we'll read that together. Jeff wants to hear about the monkey. You might get to hear all of them tonight. Apparently, my Hooked on Phonics is also kicked in with the wine. I could probably read the entire collection. Let's see if I can fuck that up. Nice. Okay. Let me go grab Tony's nuts. I'll be back. Okay. Right now, we're going to read Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth. Tony has big nuts and small nuts. He has pecans and walnuts, nuts with or without a shell. There is no nut that Tony does not sell. Tony sells his nuts all day. He always has a line. Some say some say Tony's nuts smell great. Some say they taste divine. They drive or walk or ride the bus. They come from north and south to take those hot and salty nuts and put them in their mouths. Tony dips his chocolate nuts until they are just right. He knows your mom will take them home and suck on them tonight. BJ looks at Tony's nuts and tries hard not to stare as Steven grabs at his nutsack and finds a big old pear. BJ plays with Tony's nuts in the closet at his house. Grandpa says he should just come out as he pops one in his mouth. Grandpa likes to go in there and take his camera with him. He loves to look at photographs when Tony's nuts are in them. He swears it isn't weird or queer. He says it's not a crime. Grandpa licks the salt right off of Tony's nuts sometimes. The girls, too, like Tony's nuts. Of this, there is no doubt. Every girl around this town has put them in her mouth. On the way to school today, riding on the bus, the Johnson twins were in the back, sharing Tony's nuts. Back and forth they open up, hoping that they don't get those big and tasty nuts stuck down in their throat. If you'll choke on big nuts, then you haven't had enough of them in your mouth. Am I right? Even Mrs. Bulldyke, the softball coach and her special friend, will have a go at Tony's nuts every now and then. There really is no argument Mount Rushmore ought to be a monument of Tony's nuts for all the world to see. And that's Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth. Have you boys and girls ever seen nuts so glorious and so big and so tasty that you think that you should erect a monument in their honor? I don't know if I've ever had nuts that meet all that criteria, but I've had some other things in my mouth that I would put a statue up for. That was the story. Put Tony's nuts in your mouth. Jerry Maguire says that he's seen nuts that good. Jeff Kern says Pimpin' Ho. Oh, I remember. Well, let's be honest. Whether there's an event outside or not at the Parliament House, there's always a vendor out there selling their nuts. People at the Parliament House can't get enough of putting nuts in their mouth. Sweet, salty, nuts of all shapes and sizes. Sometimes even people there that look like they have a beaver will surprise you, and they'll pull out nuts. You never know. You know, and that's the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know. Andy loves warm nuts. Who doesn't like warm nuts? You know, nuts are a great source of protein. And just like the book says, there isn't a nut that Tony doesn't sell. You know, every nut that I've had in my mouth has tasted pretty delicious. A great source of protein. Nut. You're welcome. My wine is kicked in. I'm just talking about how much I love catching nut in my mouth. I know all there is to know about the crying game. Don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. We've got time for one more. This was a request by Jeff. This might have been one of the books I read the first weeks of Drag Queen Storytime After Dark. So we haven't visited him in a long time. Right now we're going to hear about my friend, Spank the Monkey. This is called Spank the Monkey Lends a Hand. If you find yourself alone with much to think about, call Spank the Monkey. He'll come by and help you work things out. Just the other day, while walking on the farm, Spank the Monkey stopped down to look in Farmer Johnson's barn. The air in there was warm. It smelled of salt and sweat and lotion. Way back in the corner was a constant, steady motion. The farmer's arm was moving fast. His hands, they looked so worn. Spank the Monkey stepped right up and helped him shuck his corn. Spank likes to visit Grandpa, who loves his magazines. He has the first one and the last, and all the in-betweens. He flips right through the articles until his fingers blister. What he really likes to do is look at all the pretty pictures. When Grandpa gets excited and messes up an issue, Spank is there to save the day with a box of tissue. Thank God, otherwise the pages get all sticky. Vinny has a job making sauce for pizza pies. As he cooks, he likes to watch all the waitresses go by. Vinny grabs his hard salami and he hides it from the boss. Then he goes into the pantry to make some secret sauce. Vinny makes a lot of sauce. He whips it up by hand. Spank has seen the waitress, so he can understand. Spank the monkey takes his car to the quick lube service station. They let him fill his jar up there when he's out of lubrication. From underneath a car on jacks came some grunting and a moan. That dirty old mechanic Max was down there all alone. Max's hands were greasy and his eyes were squinted shut. Spank was there to lube his tool and help him bust that nut. You may have heard it said that Spank only helps the guys. Please don't cloud your head with all those silly lies. Spank the monkey actually likes girls more than the boys. Every girl that he knows has a nightstand full of toys. Annie plays the flute all day in the marching band. She knows that when the day is done, Spank will lend a hand. When Annie goes to bed at night, her face is all aglow, because Spank the monkey's gonna have a finger puppet show. As the satin curtains drop, she thinks, I'm such a lucky girl. Spank opens with her favorite scene called Polishing the Pearl. Annie dims the lights and makes sure the door is locked. Then Spank the monkey oils her flute and sticks it in her box. And that was the story of my friend and yours, Spank the monkey, and how he lends a hand. I hope all you boys and girls enjoyed the stories we read tonight. Don't forget Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be having the Quarantine Quiz Show. I've got some very special guest hosts this week and some performers for you. We're also going to be doing a round of Disney trivia for all of you Disney fans. Kaya Adonis is going to come do a Disney number. Rob Ward is going to come host a round of trivia. Anita Waistline is going to do a number and host a round of Sex in the City trivia. We've also got some more performers. It's going to be a great time. So I'm going to be having some people, special guest hosting with me for the next couple weeks. Next Thursday, very excited to let you know that the one and only Taffy Pinkerbox is going to be guest hosting a round of trivia for all you boys and girls. We've also got Mikey Pilo, who hosts Game Night, Orlando Game Night on his channel. He also hosts Game Night every Monday night at the Parliament House under normal circumstances. So make sure you tune in, trying to have as much entertainment as possible for all of you good boys and girls. Remember, if you are able to and you would like to, my Cash App and my Venmo is ticking along the bottom of the screen. Any increment of $5, I'm going to put you into the prize raffle drawing that happens not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I've still got lots and lots of prizes to give away. I want you all to enjoy your beer, enjoy your wine, have some shots. It's Tuesday. You survived the weekend. You survived Monday. So you're already doing pretty good. Tomorrow is hump day. And what do we do on hump days during quarantine? We get fucking hammered. So I want you all to have a good night. Take care of each other. And I will see you very soon. Bye.